Alright, today I'm going to do a quick overview on a install of a Battery Tender 800, little automatic battery charger and maintainer. You can use these on regular standard batteries, AGM batteries, gel batteries. They're fairly cheap. They're about 35 bucks. They charge at about 800 milliamps, and of course they got to be plugged into a 120 volt circuit to charge a little 12 volt battery. And they got it comes with two different ways to hook it on. Each has a 7.5 amp fuse. This, with the ring connectors, is a more permanent way to stick it on, which is what I'm gonna use today. And then it comes with these alligator clips, so if you needed to maneuver it between different pieces of equipment. But at this price point, I like to just install them and leave them on one piece of equipment. So again, we'll be using these ring connectors today. Alright, I'll do a quick overview of the steps I do to install this. Alright, one of the first things I do is I get out my automotive adhesion promoter that I get from 3M, and you tear it open, and it's just a little pad in there. Then you take your little pad, I wipe this down, and then I'm going to go over to the vehicle here. And here's the battery. They say they want you to install it as far away from the battery as possible, but I'm just gonna mount it right here on top of the fuse box cover, but I'm gonna use their Velcro that I bought separate to hold it down. Okay, after the adhesion promoter is dried, this is what I'm using, 3M Dual Lock. It's like a super heavy duty Velcro, and I cut some pieces already for it. And when you use that adhesion promoter, it makes it so this stuff is about impossible to tear off. I mean, it still can come off, but you gotta work at it. And I'll put these on. Alright, them are on there. Got that one a little too close to the edge, but we're not building a beer cooler here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, as you can see, I took the liberty to install the two strips on the top of the fuse box cover. Now we'll take our battery charger, and you push down on it, and there, it's Velcroed on. And that will hang with that cover and shouldn't slide off or fall off or anything. She's on there pretty good. Alright, now we'll get to wiring. Alright, first thing we did, we connected the two ring connectors onto the battery. Here's the car's battery. Got the fuse, obviously, is a positive. It goes over to the positive post, and we just tighten her down there. Now we're going to use zip ties and secure this to this cable, run it over, and we already took the liberty of using one zip tie on the battery hold down to hold the negative. And basically this piece is going to plug into this piece that comes off of the battery charger, and I'm going to tie them up, put a little protection on them, and shove them down in that hole. Alright, this is what the 12 volt side of it looks like when it's done here on this car. Like I said, I zip tied it there. Zip tied it to this battery hold down post, and then I put some split loom on it, and I shoved it down here. There's nothing really sharp down there, but just any protection you can get is good. Then if you look over here, I got the AC plug electrical taped to a coat hanger, and I shoved the coat hanger through, and this is what's going to take it up to the grill. Okay, so, and I covered the electrical plug or the cord for the AC with some split loom too, just to offer a little abrasion protection. Alright, I'll pull this part through, and then I'll show you what that looks like. Alright, here's the battery tender plug connect it into an extension cord. Go up. This is what the install ended up looking like. Okay, again you got your 12 volt section fused with a 7.5 amp fuse. You got your battery tender velcroed down to the top of the fuse block cover, and that little red light you see, that just means it's charging. It'll go from red to a flashing green, which means it's almost charged and you could disconnect it and use it. But a steady green is what you're really looking for. That means it's 100% charged. And again, I really like to use these on everything from my tractors, motorcycles, four-wheelers, everything. These little chargers work great. You plug them in and walk away, and you can come back 6 months later and your little vehicle will start right up. Alright, that's a quick, basic overview of a Battery Tender 800.